Good morning and welcome to Dave's Delightful Dishes. As always, I'm Dave, and it's such a delight to have you here with me in my kitchen today. And today, we're going to make some breakfast, and we're going to make shakshuka with eggs. Although I think all shakshuka has eggs, but this is going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to use a special ingredient that I don't normally have, but I found at my local farmer's market. It's tomato lonsa, which is kind of an Indian spice, you can eat it just by itself with crackers, or you can put it in things. And this is the spicy garlic version. These guys are local guys out by my way in New Jersey. It's a Aajis, Aaji's, and they make these. I like their pitch. They had them all for me to try. I tried this one. I liked it a lot, and I immediately thought of doing this with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with a 375-degree oven, hot and ready, and a pan on the table, on the countertop, on the cooktop. So I need one large can. This is like the 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. I need 1 can of diced tomatoes. I need the equivalent of about 1 or maybe 1.5 peppers sliced of red peppers. In this case, I'm using red, orange, and yellow just to make it a little bit more vibrant. I need 1 sliced onion. In this case, I had a red onion. That's perfect because, again, we're looking for some colors. I have 3 tablespoons of that Lonsa. Now, if you can't find Lonsa, in most markets you'll be able to find harissa, which is also kind of like a spicy flavor adder, and you can use that instead. And then it's going to be salt and pepper to taste. And I have 3 cloves of garlic minced. I have some sliced green onion for garnish, parsley chopped for garnish, and finally I have, because I'm just serving this for 2 people, I have 4 eggs. Now, if you were having this for a lot of people, you can just think 1 to 2 eggs per person, and you can double up on the crushed tomato, and then adjust the other vegetables accordingly. And that'll be enough this is enough for 2 people. And if you want to have more, just double it up. So we're going to start off over at the cooktop. I will see you there. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we've got our pan on high heat, and I'm going to put in a tablespoon of oil onto this hot pan. And I'm going to put on my onions and my peppers. And we are going to get these to saute a little bit until they turn translucent and soften up. And we're pretty used to doing this on the show. This is a pretty common thing to do. And this is probably going to take about 3 or 4 minutes, maybe 5. And looking at the color choices we have, this is going to be really vibrant. I'm really looking forward to this. And there's nothing quite like the smell of cooking onions and peppers. It's just the base of so many things. So I'll get back to you once this has softened up. So now that everything is softened up and started to turn translucent, I'm going to add my garlic. And I'm going to cook that for about 30 seconds. Just to let it get really aromatic. Now that I got that good smell there, I'm going to put in my Lonsa. And stir that around to combine. Start bringing those smells and flavors to the fore. And then it's time for my crushed tomato, my diced tomato, and we get that all stirred together and combined. And then I got to add some salt and pepper. And I'm going to take a heavy pinch of salt, and then one more heavy pinch of salt. So that ends up being probably close to a teaspoon. And then pepper. Just going to give it a little quick grind around, and then I'll do a little bit more at final plating. And all we're trying to do now is just get this kind of up the temperature. Once this gets to a simmer, we are going to put it into a baking dish. Okay, so this has been simmering for 10 minutes, and that's going to give it enough time for all these flavors to blend together. So now, off comes the heat. Move that to the side, and I've got a baking dish. Now, if I was doing a lot of them, I would go to a full-size 9x13, but since this is just for 4, we should be pretty good here, just like this. And we got to set that out. And you see that makes it almost to the top. And we're going to make some wells where we're going to put our eggs. Egg number 1. Egg number 2. Egg number 3. And egg number 4. So now this has to go for about 12 minutes into that 375 degree oven, and then we will see you when it comes back out. 12 minutes have elapsed, and the whites have set, and the yolks are starting to turn. Now, if you like your eggs hard over, just let them go longer. And conversely, if you want your eggs hard over, you could also just drop them into the pan with all the stuff in it and put a lid on it and do it on the cooktop until they're hard over. But to get them kind of medium like this, the oven works really well. So now we want to let this cool for just a couple of minutes, like no more than 5 minutes, just so that it's not going to scald your guests. And then we'll go ahead and do plating over at the workstation. You know, relatively quick and easy for something that's going to give you explosive flavor at breakfast time. I mean, we're talking, this was 20 minutes start to finish, maybe a little bit longer. But, you know, that's not too long to ask for breakfast. And wait till you see how this turns out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dig in under the egg and get a nice egg in the middle. Get some more of my vegetables and sauce to go around it. And then we're going to treat it with some green onion and some parsley. And a little bit of black pepper for the top. And just like that, oh, wow. You've got this flavorful dish using which is something that's different than what you're normally serving at breakfast time. Think of this for a nice weekend special thing for your family. Now, I would serve this with some crusty bread or maybe some flatbread, you know, or naan if you got it. Whatever you find. And like I said, if you want these, you can set this shorter or longer for cook time, depending on how done you like your eggs. But let me tell you, it's delightful. Well, I hope you like this recipe, and I hope you give yourself a little bit of breakfast try here. Give it a shot. Don't forget to let me know in the comments whether you tried it, whether you liked it, what else you'd like me to try. And you can also do that at my Facebook page, which I will have the link for down below in the description. And there's all kinds of things that you may notice there that you might want to check out. I particularly like this new guy right here. So I hope to see you there. The recipe is as you saw, but the ingredients are in the description as well. And if you want, I will even link the It's Bread episode if you want to try to make your own crusty bread to go with this. Have a wonderful day. Remember, if you haven't already, hit like and subscribe. And you know what? Tell your friends. There's a lot of cooking to go around here at Dave's Delightful Dishes, and I'll see you next time.